Hi there everyone, Rob here with today's Western Pacific weather update. I did put out a cyclone update actually earlier today as well, so if you check my previous video, you can see that update on Cyclone Iggy just off the northwest coast of Australia. But out here in the Western Pacific and Eastern Asia today, the Siberian high continuing to creep in towards the southeast is really dominating the pattern right now. You do see all of these stratocumulus lines extending across the Sea of Japan out towards the northern Pacific, and on the southern flank of it, you are seeing this cloud cover actually in eastern China over towards the Ryukyu Islands in the southern Japan as well. So all this is influenced by the Siberian high, and even as we continue to push south, northern Visayas is actually seeing some gale force winds today, and that's even extending all the way up over Luzon as well as that high pressure interacts with the equatorial low. So let's actually pull up the surface analysis from Thailand here, demonstrating that massive high pressure extending all the way down here towards the south. You do see some of these wind barbs actually peaking up around 30 to 40 knots here in the South China and Philippine Sea. So that's really where you're seeing those gale force winds as that air rotates around that high pressure. Coming in towards the south, you got a few areas of low pressure here towards the south as well, along the monsoonal belt, but it's much weaker than we have been seeing in previous weeks out here. Actually rather calm in the tropics today, and that's actually what we're looking at for the rest of the week as well, and into the weekend and the early parts of next week here in the Western Pacific. Actually, if we pull up the GFS model outlook, you can see that the tropics are remaining rather quiet. You have a few areas of convection here popping off, actually just south of Guam here, right near the equator, got some there, and also around the South China Sea in the next several days into the weekend, but nothing very organized, and definitely nothing that I don't think should pose much of a threat out here. You have the continuous afternoon rain showers in the peninsula here across Thailand and Malaysia, and also over the Philippines. I think that's what's being indicated here, but as far as any significant tropical weather, doesn't really expect any throughout the weekend and into next week. And also as far as any polar weather as well, really that Siberian high continues to push in, and that's really what's going to be dominating the entire pattern. We are looking on Tuesday and the Wednesday though for another area of low pressure to form up here over Japan. Could bring some more snow and even rain out here towards the Kanto Plain, and definitely snow actually on the west coast. That's what all these areas here in green are being indicated as moisture. But this is another thing I really want you to pick up on, is look at the early part of next week and definitely into Tuesday and the Wednesday. Look at this 528 line. That 528 line is always key for anything north of that. You're going to be seeing freezing precipitation. Well, with it dipping this far low, and actually that's fairly low out here for the Western Pacific, you're definitely going to be seeing some very heavy snow and very bitter and cold temperatures out there across Japan and over towards Korea as well. Definitely going to be very cold out there. So something to look forward to in this coming week. But let's actually look at the low temperatures over the next 24 hours. And even over the next 24 hours from this Friday night into Saturday, you're seeing a low of -5 in Seoul, -16 out there in western China. Still seeing that tropical weather down there towards the south, though. Out in India, you're actually temperatures remaining in the teens across the country there. And temperatures in the low to mid 20s in much of the rest of the tropics from the Malaysia over towards Philippines as well. But that is all for right now, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, as usual, please post them in the comment box below. Also, in the website, if you have any comments or suggestions for the website to try to improve it, or any links that you think might be great to add to our links section at the bottom of the page, I always look forward to those suggestions as well. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and stay safe out there. Have a great day.